Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here, and today I have my How to Kill a Cat with Style for the month of March, and the theme for this month is books, and so I put together a few papers or page kits, I guess you could say, for my pages this month, and I'm going to go through it. I did not add sequins or alpha stickers to this kit. I will just bring those in as I create my pages, and so I have quite a bit here that I kind of have just pulled some bags of embellishments and things, and so I thought I know for a fact I won't get all of this used, but it gives me plenty of things to choose from, and again, I might pull in to each of my page kits other embellishments, but I figured what I really thought I would show was just sort of the page kits with the papers and things that I was pulling and where I got my inspiration. As opposed to full-on page kits with all the embellishments and everything individually picked out, because a lot of times that changes what I end up using when I get and sit down and do a page. So really, to start out with, my sort of inspiration actually came from this line of books in this puffy sticker from Pink Fresh. I had this, I was going through my stash and I found this, and I knew that this month our theme was books, and so I kind of took this, and that's how I put my page kits together for the papers that I pulled and things like that. So this was definitely sort of, I guess you could say, my inspiration piece. So I'm hoping to get that used at least on this in this month. And I don't know that every one of my pages will be actually book related, but I did want to show that that was sort of where my inspiration came from for each page kit. And then there was one other one that isn't specifically this, but again, still kind of book related. So like I said, that's going to be obviously in my kit. I had these as well, these little sequins, these little puffy sequins. So I want to try to get those used up, since I did pull some Pink Fresh collections, or papers I should say, so their colors kind of always go together. I have these puffy hearts from Citrus Twist. I've been trying to get rid of them, or use them up, I guess I should say. Not all the colors work, but I'm going to try to get a few used up. I found this little label sheet. Again, not all the colors work, but I definitely can use a few of them. And then I did pull in, and I'll show the stamps in a second, but I did pull in 2 dies. This is from the Hip Kit, and this is from Journals for Life. So I thought I will probably use other dies as well, but I pulled these 2 just into the kit so I would have them as a reminder. So I have those, and then I'm going to show you real quick. Here's the little pages or little packs of embellishments that I kind of had laying on my desk. So this was actually from my coffee themed kit, I believe. It just has a whole bunch of coffee cups, and then it has other embellishments there in the back. And definitely the colors and things like that work with a lot of what are in my page kits. So I figure I can definitely pull some of this in. I have some elements from a digital collection that the colors again work with the pages, so I figure I can use some of those up. And then this is just a really completely truly random pack of, oh gosh, it's got everything from chipboard to wood veneer to flare to digital printed elements. So yeah, tons of bits and pieces that, sorry about the glare, that definitely the colors went with some of the things in my page kits, and so I thought I can definitely pull this in and try to get some of this used up. If I can condense these down and get them into one bag when I'm all done. I know I won't use everything because there's a ton in these, but at least it gives me lots of options. Okay, so that's my embellishing. Again, you never know. I often pull in other things because, well, I have my whole scrap room to pick from. So I'm going to show you the page kits. The first one here is I have a pink pattern paper, or a pink cardstock, and then a white cardstock for my background. I have this rainbow cut from the My Favorite Story from Pink Fresh. I have kept it because I loved this rainbow, so I pulled that in for this page. And then I have just some scraps. I have this pink, this pattern paper that just has like a little bit of distress on it. Other than that, it's pretty much a solid. And then I have this, which is actually a digital paper. It actually was a misprint in that the color didn't print correctly. And so I pulled it in because it actually ended up working perfectly with the blue in this rainbow. So I thought I could pull that in. And then I also pulled out some journaling cards. There's a black and white polka dot, a blue polka dot on white. I have this painterly stripe, and then this pink journal card. I don't know that any of these journal cards will be anything more than just a backer for photos or something like that, or an embellishment base, but I did pull those in. So that is page kit number 1. And if I can find a place to put everything, page kit number 2, this is the one that I used this paper here as my additional sort of inspiration. Again, the lines of books. This is from that same collection as that puffy sticker from Pink Fresh, so I pulled this in. And then from the colors in it, I pulled this yellow pattern paper, this navy pattern paper, and then this orangey pink polka dot tone on tone. And then I also pulled in this, this is from the Hip Kit, and it's a floral sort of pattern paper that has all these colors in it, and I thought that might be kind of fun to add in. And then I do have a blue background paper and then a white cardstock as well. So again, kind of using the papers with the books or the puffy sticker with the books as sort of my jumping off inspiration for the book sort of inspired kit. So next up I have this one here, which again doesn't have a book related paper or anything like that in it. It's really just the colors. I have the pink cardstock with the white. So lots of white cardstock in my kit this month. And then pattern papers, I actually pulled this Pink Fresh so that I could actually fussy cut some of the labels. Because when I think of books, I think of, you know, like the nameplates or whatever, or things like that. So I always think labels for whatever reason when I think of books. And then I have this pattern paper with the letters, which again, I think of books, I think of letters and words and things like that, and even numbers. So I thought anything like that is great for these pages. So I have this pattern paper here. I have two just scraps, this one here in the yellow, and then this is actually a Project Life type card. And then lastly, I have this striped pattern paper, which I actually want to cut here, and I actually want to cut out this Get Lost in a Good Book. So this might actually be one where I have a layout about a book in particular, or just books in particular, because I really do like that. So I can definitely cut this down and then even use this side as well. But I want it to use this for sure. So that is my plan for this page. So that's the third one. The fourth one is going with a navy cardstock with the white, and then I have this piece of peachy pink pattern paper, 2 6x6 pattern papers, and then one scrap and a couple of Project Life type cards here. So I have the peachy pink colors, a little bit of an orange, and then a green. But I'm basically used this as my inspiration piece, but again pulled this because of that puffy sticker. Kind of has, it's a bit of a richer tone than the puffy sticker, but definitely still keeps in that same kind of rainbow type color wave. And I'm just pulling specific colors out. So I have this one. The only thing I did not pull into this was specifically a 6x6 or a small paper pad. For the mini paper pad series that I'm also a part of. So I don't know if I'll use this or if I will, as I go, and if I use this to create that layout this month, I might add in a 6x6 pattern paper collection somewhere along the way. So we will see. But this is the, what are we up to? Four, I think, 4 or 5. Lastly, I have the green cardstock with a white cardstock background, and then I have this polka dot pattern paper. This is from Vicky Booten. It's from a paper pad, I believe. And then I have 2 green pattern papers. I have this sort of ombre orange, and then I have a yellow cardstock, and then some journal cards in the greens and the yellows and the oranges. This one's very bright and fun and playful, and so I pulled that for my last page kit. So again, none of these scream book. I really used it more as an inspiration, like I said, for that puffy sticker. So the only thing that you're going to see now is I did pull stamps, and a lot of the stamps that I pulled have a book sort of theme. So I'm going to show those to you really quick so that you can see sort of the last things that I pulled for my kit. I have this one here from Citrus Twist. Just some words that I thought I could use definitely for some layouts. I have this one here from Catherine Pooler. Obviously, I got it, or I picked it for this book stamp. Again, I have this sort of art-inspired kind of stamp set that I thought would be good. Next up, this one is from Citrus Twist, and I thought this had some fun words on it. Has a book and a good book. So again, if I want a scrapbook about books, I have plenty of stamps to do it. I pulled a few of my actual book, totally book inspired stamps. So I have this one from Elle's Studio. I have this one here from Allie Edwards. And then I have this one here from Studio Calico. So lots of reading inspired. I have this one here, which is just a whole bunch of words from Citrus Twist. I like to have these, especially to fill in labels and things like that. And then lastly, I pulled 2 alphas. So I have this one from the Stamp Market. It does have the die behind to cut these out. And then I have this alpha from Studio Calico. So that is going to wrap it up for my kit. You can come back this month and see what else I create with it. And at the end of the month, we'll wrap up what I did with this kit and see what I got used up. So with that, guys, check out the links below, see who else is playing along and what they have pulled together for their book-inspired kit. And with that, I will catch you guys on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.